今の発言を取る。よくも貴様。
What would you do if you had a sexy anime goddess follow you around everywhere? Well, in Seiya's case, he just ignores her and proceeds to train for days on end. They don't call him the overly cautious hero for nothing. My man even overkills level 1 enemies. The Rose Guard Imperial Knights urgently seek the party's aid in battling the forces of the fearsome demon lord at Olga Fortress. Upon their arrival in the vicinity, a distressing sight unfolds before their eyes. A merciless horde under the command of Beelzebub mercilessly slaughters numerous valiant knights. Determined to confront the looming threat, the party rendezvous with the courageous Rosalie Roseguard, and together they march towards the formidable Olga Fortress. Stepping into the fortress, they find themselves amidst a crucial council meeting where a strategic plan is being devised. However, amidst the discussions, Seiya, ever mindful of his own judgment, firmly believes that the most effective course of action is for him to venture into the divine realm. Confronting Rosalie about her impulsive nature, Seiya's frustration boils over, leading to a heated confrontation where he repeatedly admonishes her. In the divine realm, Seiya seeks the assistance of a god who can aid him in his quest. Turning to Restart for guidance, she leads him to the enchanting verdant forest, home to Mytis, the revered goddess of archery. As Seiya immerses himself in rigorous training, Restarte, accompanied by Mash and Ilulu, unexpectedly crosses paths with Cerseus, who reveals that Adanella remains deeply resentful towards Seiya. Meanwhile, at Ariadoa's abode, a pivotal moment arises as Ariadoa agrees to unlock Mash and Ilulu's latent powers, empowering them for the trials to come. Seizing the opportunity to communicate a vital message, Restarte hastens to Adanella's dwelling, intent on warning her about the brewing conflict. However, as she attempts to approach the subject, Adanella confronts Seiya head-on. Remarkably, through his exceptional diplomacy, Seiya manages to soothe Adanella's anger, ultimately mending their strained relationship. Unbeknownst to them all, the watchful eyes of Mytis have been observing the entire incident, silently witnessing the unfolding events in the divine realm. Join Ariadoa and Restarte at Ariadoa's house as they explore the dormant powers that Mash and Ilulu have unlocked. As they delve deeper into the conversation, Restarte shares with Ariadoa about Seiya's rigorous training with Mytis. However, their discussion is cut short when a worried Ariadoa reveals that Mytis was banished for her nymphomaniacal tendencies. Suddenly, the scene takes a wild turn as Restarte spots Mytis tied up to a tree, and as soon as she frees herself, Mytis lustfully attacks Seiya and Mash, but Seiya, being the warrior that he is, puts a stop to her advances. Phew, that was a close call. Next, the group sets out for Olga Fortress to uncover Rosalie's whereabouts. Upon their arrival, they learn that Rosalie has left the fortress, but they don't give up easily, and the party heads straight to Beelzebub's lair to track her down. Their mission takes a perilous turn when they witness Beelzebub capturing Rosalie and preparing to drop her, but Restart is quick on her feet and distracts Beelzebub, giving Seiya the perfect opportunity to strike him down with an arrow. After rescuing Rosalie, they face Beelzebub's horde, and with Seiya's quick thinking, they make short work of them. But their journey is far from over. Rosalie reveals a secret to Seiya about a legendary suit of armor, and the party sets out for the village of Isekai to find it. To their dismay, they find the village in ruins, and the situation takes a dramatic turn as they come face to face with Kilkapul, one of the 4 heavenly kings. Kilkapul reveals a shocking truth. He destroyed the armor so Seiya cannot use it. Before we continue, take a moment to answer the question of the day. Who is the most evil anime villain in your opinion and why? Comment down below for a chance to be shouted out in a future video. Kilkapul opens up to the party, acknowledging his own limitations and revealing his daring plan to sacrifice his life in order to unleash the most formidable summoning magic. In an awe-inspiring moment, he performs the ritual, summoning the fearsome reaper known as Crossda Thanatos.
I'm pretty sure those are just its regular stats.
Reacting swiftly, Seiya instructs Restarte to transport the entire party to the divine realm, where their next chapter unfolds. Stepping foot in the realm, Seiya unveils his master plan, capturing everyone's attention. Meanwhile, atop the temple roof, Valkyrie, engrossed in her painting, is interrupted abruptly by Crosda Thanatos, who maliciously destroys her artwork.
Are you ready?
Not one to be defeated, Valkyrie channels her ultimate skill, Gate of Valhalla, banishing the destructive force. Despite her earlier cautionary words, Seiya is visibly impressed and approaches Valkyrie, humbly requesting her to train him. In the meantime, Mash and Elulu make a decision to pay a visit to Ariadoa's house, seeking further progress in their training. Simultaneously, Cerseus informs Ristarte about Ishtar's desire to meet her. The encounter takes place at Ishtar's residence, where she reveals that the final member of the 4 heavenly kings is leading an army. As the sun rises on the following day, Ristarte eagerly arrives at Ariadoa's dwelling to assess the progress made by Mash and Elulu during their training. Satisfied with their advancements, the group proceeds to Valkyrie's abode, eager to continue their journey. Excitement fills the air as they embark on their next destination, Geabranda, where they bear witness to the astounding power of Volk's Roseguard, effortlessly overpowering Eraser Kaiser and his entire army. Curiosity arises within Ristarte, prompting her to question why Volks has not engaged in combat against the Demon Lord. Unexpectedly, Volks turns into a child. The party stands in disbelief as they witness Volks undergo a miraculous transformation, morphing into a mere child before their eyes. This unexpected turn of events leaves everyone speechless, their jaws dropping in astonishment. After a moment of processing what they have just witnessed, the party decides to venture into town, seeking solace and perhaps answers to the bewildering situation. With their mission complete, they set their sights on the castle, hoping to find some respite within its walls. Inside the castle, Rosalie, her voice filled with sadness, informs the party that her father's life is hanging by a thread. The weight of this revelation weighs heavily on their hearts as they gather to discuss their next steps. Little do they know that a greater threat looms on the horizon. As the party is deep in conversation with Volks, a message abruptly interrupts their deliberations. It is news of the Demon Lord's savage assault on the capital, casting the realm into chaos. Seiya swiftly makes a decision, selecting Mash and Elulu to accompany him, while Ristarte is tasked with staying behind to assist Volks. Guiding Ristarte through the cathedral, Volks unveils a dark secret that chills her to the bone. The Demon Lord, it seems, has crafted a wicked artifact known as Chain Destruction, capable of obliterating the very souls of gods and heroes. To her shock and dismay, Volks reveals his alliance with the malevolent entity. Just as the dire situation seems to reach its peak, Seiya miraculously returns, narrowly saving Ristarte from Volks' clutches.
I need her safe, because if I didn't have Rista, I wouldn't be able to go home.
A fierce battle ensues, with Volks undergoing a monstrous transformation, becoming a fearsome demonkin. Despite initially appearing invincible, Volks is no match for Seiya's cunning strategy. Harnessing the power of his counter-break skill, Seiya brilliantly turns the tables, inflicting devastating damage upon Volks. Victory is finally within reach, but not without a cost. With Volks defeated, Seiya ensures that Rosalie has the opportunity to speak with her ailing father before he breathes his last. 3 days pass, and Seiya finally recovers from the arduous battle, allowing the party a well-deserved respite. In a rare act of benevolence, he grants them the freedom to revel in merriment and enjoyment. Meanwhile, Ristarte, Mash, and Elulu immerse themselves in the joyous atmosphere, cherishing the temporary escape from their perilous journey. While his companions savor the festivities, Seiya silently slips away, venturing into the unknown on his own. Ristarte, Mash, and Elulu were having an absolute blast throughout the day, indulging in all sorts of enjoyable activities, but when they finally returned to their hotel room, an unsettling realization hit them like a bolt of lightning. Seiya was nowhere to be found. Determined to locate their missing comrade, they hurriedly made their way to Ishtar's residence, where they were met with the distressed face of Ariadoa. Without wasting a moment, Ariadoa guided them to the whereabouts of Ishtar, who held vital information about Seiya's sudden disappearance. In a heart-wrenching revelation, Ishtar disclosed that Seiya had ventured off to confront the Demon Lord's fortress all by himself. Astonishingly, despite Seiya's seemingly cold demeanor, Ishtar confessed that he cared deeply for his companions, even more than he let on. To reinforce her words, Ishtar presented Ristarte with a captivating glimpse into the past, unearthing footage from a century ago when Ariadoa had initially summoned Seiya to Exforia. The recorded memories depicted a recklessly brave Seiya charging headfirst into battle without adequate preparation. As fate would have it, during their encounter with the Demon Lord, it seemed they had achieved victory, eliminating their formidable foe. Alas, the Demon Lord cunningly revealed that he possessed a second life, shattering the hope of our valiant heroes. Tragically, the Demon Lord's vengeful strike claimed the lives of Seiya, Princess Tiana, and their unborn child. As the weight of this revelation sank in, Ishtar revealed a startling truth to Ristarte. She was the reincarnation of Princess Tiana herself. Although Ariadoa and Ishtar strongly cautioned against pursuing Seiya any further, Ristarte's determination burned fiercely within her. Ignoring the warnings, she resolved to rescue their friend, leading Mash and Elulu through a magical portal that would transport them directly into the Demon Lord's treacherous castle. With resolve in their hearts and an unyielding determination, the trio embarked on a perilous journey to save their beloved comrade. Before we continue, let's take a moment to shout out Akatsuki, who commented on our Misfit of Demon Academy video. Best drip character for me is Trunks from the OG Dragon Ball with the long hair. For example, from BoJack movie, Ristarte, Mash, and Elulu find themselves in the heart of the Demon Lord's castle, ready to lend a helping hand. But just as they prepare to act, Seiya unleashes the awe-inspiring Gate of Valhalla. The skill's immense power takes its toll on Seiya, causing his life force to wither away. Sensing the urgency, Ristarte insists on utilizing her healing ability to the fullest. Summoning all her strength, she skillfully tends to Seiya's wounds, narrowly saving him in the nick of time. Their relief is short-lived as the Demon Lord forcefully bursts through the castle doors once again, interrupting any celebration. However, in a stunning turn of events, Seiya rises to his feet, summoning a second Gate of Valhalla. This time, he delivers a decisive blow, putting an end to the Demon Lord's reign once and for all. With victory at hand, Seiya bids his companions farewell, his departure marked by a heartfelt smile as he finally realizes Ristarte's true identity.
I'm so glad that I was actually able to save you this time.
Time passes, and Ristarte finds herself summoned once more, this time for retribution. She learns that she must embark on a mission to save Ixphoria yet again, but this time without her divine healing powers. Failure would result in the loss of her divinity. Just as she contemplates accepting the daunting task, Ishtar unveils a revelation. The chain destruction's effects were lifted by the second Gate of Valhalla. Overwhelmed with relief, Ristarte receives a note containing crucial information about her hero, and tears of joy stream down her face as she discovers Seiya's name and his unmistakably cautious nature meticulously penned on it. Well, that's the end of Season 1. Hopefully we get a Season 2 of this hilarious anime. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more awesome anime recaps like this.